All right, we ready to go. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. You know what time it is. Got a special guest here tonight, man. Got a very special guest, man. Fliiko, one of them down south killers, numerous classics under the belt, numerous dope names on the resume. Introduce yourself for those that don't know, man.
Fliiko, man. Southside, Atlanta, Brooklyn. Both, you know what I mean? I carry both of those. Booping over bullshit. I would like to consider myself as one of the lyricists of the South. You know what I mean? Battle rap, period. Yeah, just putting on, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're not familiar, just check out any of my battles, FLIIKOL versus whoever, you know. Take your pick, and let me know what you think about it. Salute. Appreciate you having me, Mercy. You know how we rock.
Definitely, man. I'm one of them people that can really vouch. Like when it comes to lyricists in terms of just not even just the South, but in battle rap overall, I feel like you are one of those top pens that kind of gets overlooked. Like when they do all of like the top pen lists and stuff like that. And I even noticed that you do have the respect of those guys, like the people like Excel, Loso, Danny Myers. Like you're one of the people that, even though the fans might not throw you in the conversation, your peers throw you in the conversation. And I do feel like that's very important.
Very important. And I appreciate that more than anything, you know. Still want to get the approval of the fans, though, so we're going to work these kinks out, man.
Definitely. Okay. So let's talk about it, man. You was on the Fad3 card yesterday. First off, let me talk about this. How did it get set up? Because I feel like the Fade series, it has a history of just having battles that I feel like have a little bit more history behind them. Do you and Riggz have any like real history or?
Oh man, do we? So like a quick, you know, I'm gonna make a long story as short as I possibly can. You know, the days team wordplay. If you ever heard of them, there was a real prominent team in that league. So you got
Definitely
Canada B, CT from Milwaukee, R Street. You know what I mean? Craig
definitely familiar with all of them.
And for some reason, I will always get booked to battle these guys. So we actually built. It's like a rivalry. You know, I battled 4 out of 5 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it might be more like, but the core members, you know.
Me
and Riggz, man, since I was, you know, coming up earlier, they was like, yo, Fliiko should battle Riggz, you know, vice versa. And he would just be like, he ain't ready yet. He'd be, you know, talking his shit, you know what I'm saying? And I just
what was he scared?
I would like to say so, man, especially back then. But who's to say, man? Maybe, you know, I don't know, man. He definitely don't have a reason because he battled some credible names. JC, if you battle JC, come on, you're not running from a flock. I'm not going to be oblivious. But at the end of the day, I just feel like maybe the situation wasn't right as far as what he wanted, some of his requirements for the battle. And, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, on my behalf, I felt like he was ducking. Of course, I'm going to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? But it was definitely a lot of back and forth, a lot of, you know, competition between us. So yeah, the southern region, especially Atlanta in particular, wanted to see this battle happen for a real long time. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they got what they wanted.
So when you got hit for the battle, what was the conversation like? Like, was it based on y'all history, or was it just based on we needed both y'all on the card type shit?
I mean, it's always based on our history anytime that battle gets brought up. But you know, it was like a Flock, I got Riggz for you. Such and such and such. What we doing? You know, and I'm like, how? Where did this come from? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he was able to get what he was asking for, you know, or whatever changed. But it was a very smooth process. I was surprised. So it wasn't too much of a conversation. It was like, you already know what this is because it's been cooking for so long. We finally got it booked. It was more of that energy. You know what I mean? So
okay. I seen when the card got announced, right? A lot of people, I wanted to say people was kind of trashing the card a little bit just because I felt like just because Ace and John was a high profile battle, and I felt like they didn't understand the rest of the battles on it. Like me personally, as a person who watched the game, I understood you and Riggz just because it's a bullpen card, first of all.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, I know the type of people to be booked on. You and Riggz, PC and Clone. I expect that of a bullpen card, but I feel like the people because John and Ace was such a big battle, they felt like I didn't think they knew that, you know, they should expect to still have a bullpen vibe to it. You feel me?
Yeah, I've actually seen those sentiments on social media. So yeah, that was definitely how people felt.
And how did you feel about that?
How did I feel about it?
Yeah.
I mean, that battle was crazy. Like if you on that card and you're not expecting the main, you know, attraction to be John and Ace, then you just bugging out. We kind of knew, but to us it was like more of those like, and plus, you know, it was like an extra that we got crazy battles like even PC and Clone. That battle was another one that was brewing for a minute. So it was like, I mean, although everybody in the culture overall, mainly even cordial fans, stuff like that, they looking for the John and Ace. But like, I think everybody who was tapped in, they knew every single battle meant something. Even if we're gonna edge a little bit more attention on John and Ace, we're still excited to see these two. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't feel away. It was to be expected.
Okay. So preparing for the battle, what goes into your preparation? How does your mindset go? Like, do you have to do a lot of research, or have you? I'm pretty sure you've seen him in person enough to be able to just formulate some shit, like, just, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. To me, the preparation was like, and honestly, it showed. You know, he's very, like, he polarizing, if that's a good word to use. You know, I don't know. He demands attention, he demands the room. You know, he's a great entertainer. So for me, I'm like, I already know that rapping is my strongest, you know, attribute. So I didn't want to play his game. And I already kind of smelled the blood in the water, where it was like certain things he was saying. I knew he didn't want to rap against me. So I knew he was going to try to do all the other things. And I just really felt that I was that confident in my pen and my skill that I'm still going to out-rap the circles around you. You're going to do everything outside of rapping, and it's just going to prove my point. One of those A-Verb and Mook situations where it's like, okay, A-Verb won, but as long as niggas undoubtedly say I out-rapped you, that's what I was coming for, because that was the whole source, or the whole, you know, core of our rivalry. You know, team wordplay versus Fliiko L, this guy who think he's got the wordplay and this lyrical whatever. So that's how I came to the battle. I wanted to out-rap him. I knew I wasn't going to out-perform him, but I feel like I performed enough to keep up. You know, I feel like I had enough delivery to keep up with somebody who's elite in there. It wasn't like I just sat there and died. You know, I really feel like I bought enough of that, but I stayed in my pocket. So, you know, I think it was a good outcome. I can't wait till this shit drop. You know what I mean?
One of the battles I think I probably feel like is the most closest to that in terms of skill set will probably be Chilla and DNA, in terms of a dude who raps at an elite level going up against somebody who just has everything else.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, there's a few other battles like that, but you're right. That is like a pinnacle, like a very great example of that. So I feel like it's that, but to me, I don't think it'll have the, like, people feel like DNA won that battle. I don't see people saying Chilla won. Did that change? Did that change over time, or I'm bugging?
I felt like over the years, more people started gravitating towards Chilla.
Okay, a lot of my battles go like that. So yeah, I could definitely see this happening, because real talk, my Loso battle went the same way. You know, I'm not gonna front. In the building, it was split. You know what I mean? But you know how it is in the building, niggas in person, so they, you know, they gonna cushion they opinions and all that shit. But when I got online, I was like, oh shit, niggas really feel like Loso went crazy. And then over time, it started, hey, hold on, Fliiko 2-1. Hey, yo, this is a close battle. Yo, this is a preference-based battle, and that's where it's at now. It kind of like progressed, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the Riggz battle will kind of do the same thing, based off of just the way that I've been approaching battles, you know, with having such layered shit, and so many shit you gotta rewind to catch, you know what I mean? You're not gonna catch that live, especially niggas in the building high, they smoking, they socializing, you know. They're not gonna catch that, bro. So, you know what I mean? Somebody say, yo, Fliiko he lost, but he lost 2-1. And they saw it live. I appreciate that, because I know for a fact you didn't catch all my content and you still got me, you know, winning around or not dying. So once you watch it again and you pick up on everything, you probably gonna sway your opinion a little bit, like, oh, I ain't catch all that. So to
Yeah.
me, it's, I expect it, man. It is what it is at this point.
So let me ask you: have you battled on a stage that big before? In terms of the
Nah, but you know
size of the
what?
stage.
I didn't, and you know what? I'm to be real, like in retrospect, I kind of underestimated how many people was. It didn't feel like that, like I don't know if it was the mics or the ambiance. It didn't feel like a big stage. You know what I'm saying? It just felt like the same. But when I'm watching the footage back, I'm seeing certain clips and shit. I'm like, oh shit, this was the big deal. So yeah,
Yeah,
man, it
that
was
looked like to
different.
me like on camera, damn, they looked like a Summer Madness event.
You know what I'm
Like just
saying?
with the how spacious it was and all the people you
Yeah.
seeing the smoke going in the air and everything.
Yeah, it was lit. I got like I said, I think it was the audio or something, man, where the whole crowd couldn't hear what was going on the stage. You know what I'm saying? So although it was a big situation, the reactions didn't make it feel like it was that many people in there because everybody wasn't tapped in. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't see a big difference, but I mean, it was dope. It felt good. Like it was like electric, real talk. Like I see what people mean by that. Like you can actually feel the energy in the air the whole night. John battle, all that. So it was definitely something. You know what I'm saying? I guess as a battler, when you in the zone, you ain't really paying attention to certain aspects of the vibe. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of more
Yeah.
tapped in. Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about when you pull up to the venue last night. What's it like in there? Like, is it you pull up? Is it a lot of love for you? Is it like what's the temperature? What's the energy that you getting?
Yo, it's always love. As soon as I pull up, I hit my name across the parking lot a million times. You know what I'm saying? And it's all love, battlers, fans. Actually, I pulled up. A fan, gave me a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
it's always love. At the end of the day, we all it's like battle rap is a little community. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, definitely.
it's good. And that event in particular, it was the crowd was the long man. The crowd was long. I'm at the the line to get in or whatever. It was mad food trucks and just music playing. It was it was a good vibe. Then when you get inside, it's like a bar area. People was lounging. Buying medicinal vegetables and things of that matter. And it was a good
Okay.
vibe. And then another section of the event was actual where the stage is at, and where most of the crowd was at. So I kind of like the aspect how they split it. If you don't want to be in the chaos right now, you can go in the more of a lounge area. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the vibes was mean. It was a good event, like in that aspect.
Okay. So let's talk about the battle itself. The
Yeah.
battle it felt like a rough one for you. It felt like a rough one. Now, if I remember,
from the crowd, not from my opponent, which is crazy.
So, if I recall, you went first.
Mm-hmm.
You went first, and I felt like off rip there was mic issues.
Yeah, it was. Mad people told me. Some people told me they didn't even hear most of my verse. They wanted to tell niggas to stop it because it was bad off the rip.
Yeah,
But for the
it
people
was
who didn't
because
hear it,
this is the thing. I was watching the stream, right? And there was different points where y'all were having issues in terms of the crowd hearing y'all, but the stream was still picking y'all up. So it's like the mics were kind of good for the stream, but for the audience inside, it was malfunctioning.
Right. And I've heard that. So let me ask you, since you saw the stream, so y'all heard everything. It was a good audio situation.
Yeah,
Every
for the
bar y'all
stream,
heard.
yes.
That's all
Very
I care
good.
about, man. I think that shit gonna be crazy on camera then. But yeah, in the building, like I said, the mics was mad low. So you got a crowd that's expanding and it's going further to the back of the room. So like the front, the very front, like if you see a part when I was like, yo, fuck you. It wasn't to the whole crowd. It was like to three dudes who was heckling in the front. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the people who was listening to tune, they can hear everything. The further you got back to the crowd, people talking, there's a lot going on. So the people behind them, they not hearing nothing. So I got mad tweets from fans like, yo, Flock, we was all the way in the back, like telling people to shut the fuck up so we can hear y'all. So yeah, it definitely was a bad audio situation, man. You can't even sugarcoat that. It was bad.
So and this is what brings me to our convo on Twitter yesterday, just in terms of you letting them see you sweat. You feel me? Like in terms of you letting it get to you to where it kind of affected your performance in a way. Like, was it really that bad? Like, what was when you was on stage, you got the mic issues, you got the unruly crowd. I'm pretty sure it's hot as hell in there. How was all that a combination of just getting to you? Like,
no, it wasn't all that a combination. Don't get me wrong, the mic situation was irritating, but I had already been told before I got on stage, yo, you having the mic issues, just keep pushing through because y'all sound good on the stream, So
okay, so you at least knew that going into it.
Here's the thing. So I keep harkening back to this Loso battle because I did like a science experiment with this shit. Like really though. So let me just give you my whole little, my train of thought. Pause if for the immature,
man. Fuck them.
So right. So when I battled Loso, I felt like, yo, he's getting crazy, crowd reaction for like basic shit, or like fantasy, like word, you get it? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm struggling for shit that's like 2 or 3 levels above that. I get delivery and all that is a factor, but for me at the battle, I was trying to figure out like, okay, what is this? You know what I'm saying? So in that battle, people were saying that it's, Fliiko did his thing, he rapped good, but he kept turning around while Loso was rapping. He's visibly upset. Whatever I was doing, I wasn't being vocal like I was against Riggz, but I kind of, body language, you can see, okay, Fliiko was irritated. What I'm solely irritated by, like, yo, y'all hearing these bars, how can this nigga get a reaction more easier than me? If, it's like so simple for certain niggas where, to me, I feel like it's a clear bias. So I told myself, yo, against Riggz, if the crowd pull that, I'm going to call that shit out. And I'm going to call out every little tactic. So if you realize when I battled Riggz, the crowd was talking over one of my rounds. And he was like, yo, just let him rap. I know it's hard, but let him rap, right? And it looked good. He starts to rap. They talking over his shit. It's his round, but what I do? Yo, let him rap. I know it's hard. I can do that shit too. It's like, don't try to manipulate the situation. They talking over our shit. They proceeded to talk over John, and they're like, this is what's going on tonight. It wasn't me. So for me, I wasn't gonna sit there and be, not say nothing, bro. Like to me, people could say it's emotional, but I'm all about integrity in hip hop. Y'all see this bias shit, and if nobody gonna speak on it, everybody gonna turn the blind eye. I'll be the bad guy to call this shit out. But for me, I'd be like, why I gotta be so like black and white? Like if you talking down around, you emotional, you mad, you losing, where's the gray area in this shit? Why I can't have a motive? Why I can't be like, to me, I felt cocky on that stage because I did not feel like his lyrics was better than mine. So I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I'm losing. Battle rappers know when you listening to somebody, you like, yo, nah, he's wilding on me. I never felt that way. I was kind of like frustrated because I'm like, he's not wilding on me. This shit is light, and y'all wilding. Yeah, so that was the only thing about it. It just was like, this shit is corny. That's where the whole I'm sick of this shit and I'm running with that. That's where it comes from. I'm sick of this shit. This shit is corny. Y'all know this shit is not that great. You know what I mean? For whatever extra oomph y'all giving him, I'm calling it out. And that was my shit. And I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm gonna be the baddest sportsman in battle rap. We're gonna stop this corny gas and shit. Like, we're gonna stop it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Sitting there watching the battle, and I haven't watched too many Riggz battles. I'm not the biggest, I just haven't got a chance to watch him. So I'm not familiar with Riggz style, but when I'm sitting up there watching the battle, I'm like, some of this shit is like incredibly light. This is not like, I know that the crowd's going crazy, they're enjoying it, but in my mind, I'm like, yo, this is not that crazy. and then the crowd going crazy, his entourage on stage. I'm like, oh, this is one of those situations. I'm like, okay, I see what's going on.
I don't like that shit. I get it. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's a sport. Whatever's going on, you keep your composure, and it's a aesthetic thing. I get it. But like, yo, somebody got to say something. Like, I feel like niggas is robbing me of a fair shot to smoke niggas. That's really how I feel. Like I'm not the most charismatic nigga, but I'm not the least charismatic nigga. I ain't got the greatest delivery, but I ain't got the least. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga can sit there and whisper and rock back and forth and just rap, nigga. I'm moving across the stage. I'm in niggas shit. It's not like it's just, you know, monotone rap. It's not. It may be a little complex, I'm saying, but it's like it's not that bad to the point y'all niggas can't give me a fair shot to just, you know, give niggas unbiased. Come on, man, the COVID, bro. But to give niggas unbiased, you know, reactions and unbiased feedback on these bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as my opponent is dope, we all spend hours writing these rhymes. We all crafting this shit. Give niggas a fair shake. If a nigga spends some bullshit, all right, let them know. But come on, like, give a nigga a fair shot and be like, all right, they both going. Don't be like, yo, this nigga Fliiko, L, he took a L, get it? And y'all, it shakes the building like, yo, that shit is crazy to me, man.
Yeah. And like I think towards, I want to say by like the end of the battle, I feel like I kind of checked out a little bit because I'm seeing what's going on. And on his side, it's like, okay, they gassing the hell out the situation. He's doing okay, but I'm personally not feeling like he's going crazy. But then on your side, it's like, okay, I see that Fliiko is flustered. He it's the mic situation, it's the crowd, not to mention he's seeing the way they're gassing him across the stage. So you look like you had enough. You understand? So by that, I'm like, you know what? This battle is just
it's kind of like
going away at this point.
Why, I feel you on that, and I agree. I saw fans like, yo, Fliiko making this battle unwatchable. I'm like, I get that. But why can't I feel that way? Why can't I feel that way and not get charged for it is how I feel, bro. Like, I'm clearly not flustered because it's like, oh, you losing so bad by this nigga that you just sad. You see the mic, I hear the mic issues. Y'all see the crowd on some bullshit. And it's like, yo, why can't I say something? I get it. It's just not, you know, it's bad sportsmanship, but that don't mean that I feel like I'm losing. Maybe I just don't like the corny shit I'm seeing and I want to speak on it. So that's why I was saying, why is there no like gray area? It's either black or white in battle rap. And that shit is just, to me, sometimes it just, you know, it's not logical a lot of times. And it's just niggas run with narratives and you got to kind of hold it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what? I noticed that over the past couple of years that fans have just become that way. It's just like they go with perception. They don't think in their minds, yo, it could be a lot going on over there. They're smoking. You could clearly see the smoke going up in the air. You could clearly see they having to constantly calm the crowd down. Like, it's so much other shit that's working against you. The average person, I would think, should be able to tell, like, okay, his performance might not be the best because of everything that's going on.
And get it, though. I'm not saying excuse it for none of that. Like, because this nigga who definitely had the same circumstance and had better performances, so it's not an excuse. I'm just saying, why does it have to be, oh, he emotional because he losing? Like, at least try to, you know, okay, now I get it, what's going on. He not mad because he losing, but he should have still held it in because my nigga deal with it. You're a battle rapper. I get that. Don't just, oh, you was talking, you was mad, you was hot, you felt like you was losing. Yo, to be honest with you, mad people got me winning this battle, bro. A lot of people. The ones who got me losing 30, dying, and to me, it's like, that's ridiculous, bro. But the ones who got me winning, like, yo, 2-1, who edged this shit logical. They giving me reasons and explanations behind their opinions. A lot of niggas like, yo, you just died. Why? Because, nigga, reaction, nigga. Fuck out of here. It's like, okay, bro, but damn, like, you know, your opinion, real. I'm not saying it's not valid, but you kind of showing where your mind at with your opinion, you know, and it is what it is. He did a damn good job. He definitely pulled some vet moves, you know. I definitely pulled some rookie moves, and it's cool. But to me, I feel like that's why footage is beautiful, you know, because the shit is not a debate lyrically. Like, it's not.
It's not.
And it's not a debate, you know, performance, but so it's literally a preference-based battle. And I can live with that. I just, if anybody see my frustration, whether it be on social media or anything, it's more so of a, fuck, I really should have won this shit clearly. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of the frustration came from as well. It's like, y'all doing this Loso shit again, y'all really robbing me of a fair shot. Like, that shit, I get it, you know, it is emotional, but it's not like it's basketball emotion. You'll play basketball with a nigga. He's like, yo, check, you let this nigga score. He mad at the time, but when the basketball game is over, y'all chill now. It's over with. That's how I am with battle rap. You know, it's just like we on the court right now, nigga. I'm passionate, yeah, but I'm not stupid. I get it. You know, I'm very a very reasonable person. I get what's going on, you know, but I'm still pop my shit. And because it's a very objective, you know, I mean not objective, but it's subjective, you know, I can talk about shit, and if I get any small reason to validate what I'm saying, you're gonna have to debate me.
Yeah, and you definitely got enough of that with all of the people that's saying you went crazy. Like I seen Danny Myers give you good feedback. Like I personally thought you won the battle. You know what I mean? So what I was saying about the footage all night was like, yo, when it gets trimmed down to like just the individual battles and like all the extra bullshit is cut out, these battles are gonna look much better.
And yo, I didn't realize another thing. I didn't realize how well the battles were being shot. So to go back to what you were asking me about, you know, the transition to the bigger stage or just, you know, a bigger situation, I'm like, oh shit. I ain't been seeing no clips of me. I see clips of like Riggz, a couple of like clone and shit. I want to see just how I looked on that style of shooting. I never even did that. So that's another thing, you know, just a little nuances as a battle rapper, you know, just I got that under the belt. So yeah, I want to see that. Avocado, the camera team, like, you know, they was doing their thing, running around back and forth like headless chickens and shit. So it was good.
Okay.
You know?
So let me ask you this. What do you learn from this battle that you apply to future ones? Like, even if you go down to, let's say, something that's like a bit more intimate in terms of setting, what do you take from a big stage battle like this or a big event battle like this that helps you improve what you do normally?
So it's bottom line, don't rap, bro. Battle rap, you know, on a big stage. It is with no dead ass. Like, to be real with you, Mercy, this is why Daylight started trolling.
Oh yeah.
To be honest with you. Not to say he had performances as bad as mine, but he wasn't getting the props for the shit he was dropping down. So he felt he had to take other ways to do it. Like, this is a serious thing in battle rap. It's been going on for a while. So for me, I learned you could go against the grain for your integrity, keep your hip hop morals and your roots. Yeah, you gonna lose the battle, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or at least live. You know, so for me, I learned, okay, I'm gonna go against the grain. I did enough experimenting and I get it. Okay, I'm gonna stop going against the grain. Let me try to switch some shit up. So for me, I learned I want to make a different approach that's maybe more, you know, digestible for certain fans who may not want to hear the lyrical spiritual all day. Also learn, you know, I'm perfectly fine with I'm sick of this shit and me talking my shit. I mean, I don't feel no type of way. I don't feel embarrassed about it. I don't feel like I played myself, nothing. I was talking my shit. It was an intense battle and it is what it is. But because I got that off, I don't think I'll be doing that in any future battles just because, like I said, to me, there's no gray area. So I could sit and ask you all day, yo, Mercy, why is there no gray area? Why I can't be? But it ain't no gray area. So with me knowing that, I'm accepting it. So to me, I guess I learned acceptance from this battle. You know, it is what it's gonna be. Battle rap has a standard, it has a formula, and it's clear, and you're gonna get down to lay down. So y'all lyrical niggas out there, if y'all want to get into battle rap, bro, do not come in here rapping. Nobody gives a fuck. You got to incorporate some other shit. It's over. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you got the Kid Chaoses, you know, other lyrical dudes, but the style is a little bit formulaic, if I say it right. It's to me, I'm not saying he's not original, but it ain't nothing that I ain't never seen before. I don't think nobody really rap like me. My shit is very unorthodox. It's just different. And it's different because of, you know, me rapping the way I rap. If I keep stripping layers of that, I'm gonna become more basic and more what's going on, more standard what's going on today. And to me, I'm just at a point where after that battle, I'm gonna find a happy medium to adjust enough to not go against the grain, you know, but still keep my essence. And you know, it is what it is, you know. We battle rappers, we gotta learn, we gotta evolve. Every battle counts. It is what it is, you know.
Okay, so what you got lined up after this? Anything coming? Whether it's music, battle rap, like
next month, was it April 24th? I battle on I Battle. against Human. I was being a dickhead in one of my other interviews. I ain't say who my opponent was. Because I was riding my
well, I'm glad I got that.
But yeah, Fliiko versus Human next month on the iBattle. It's a lot of dope cards. It's Road Rage. I want to say.
Okay. That card is
not
fire.
3, forgive me, fellas, but it's definitely Road Rage.
Yeah, Road Rage 3. They called. I think G-Lo's on there. I seen Saga.
G-Lo versus Saga. Court versus Clone. Shit.
I know Drake Dennis done weaseled his way on that card somehow.
My fault, bro.
At least I think so.
You said that one more time?
No, I said I think Drake Dennis done weaseled his way on that card somehow.
Yeah, I won't be surprised. I ain't gonna front, man. I've been in my own bubble, so I really don't remember. But I won't be surprised if he right there on the top. But it's gonna be a dope card, you know what I'm saying? And then once again, it's gonna be a different environment. I think a more intimate setting, I expect.
Where's that happening?
Another platform that I never touched, you know what I'm saying? So I want to do that. Probably touch another 2 platforms before the year is over. Just trying to spread out, man, and expand, try different settings, and just play with this shit. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. It's like I'm restarting. You know, we all know I've been around for a while, but it's a new crowd, and because I'm not so consistently battling, I do have to reintroduce myself. I do have to reinvent myself because I'm young and I feel like I haven't reached the level yet. It still don't matter. I've still been around for a long time, so I gotta, tune up and adjust the vehicle. So that's just what I'm on right now, man. And I feel like it's gonna be a good adjustment, and help me expand the brand. So, yeah.
Okay, we gotta talk about finally getting you a track plate too.
A track plate?
A track plate? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, hell man, come on, man, let's do it. Let's do it.
But nah, we definitely gonna be talking to you about that. Well, shit, that really was it. Unless you got any other thoughts or concerns, you could give them your social media and take us out of here.
I felt like it was a good conversation. It's whatever you want to talk about, though, bro. I mean, if you want to end it, that's good enough.
Well, shit. Let me ask you how you felt about the main event, about the John and Ace.
I should have hung up on you, man. God damn it. So all right, so man, listen, Ace came out. Well, now, so John went first, right? John blacked out in the first. I don't know what niggas. A lot of people, it's like he started over at some point or whatever, and people try to charge him for that. I get it. But other than him bringing his shit back, John first was fucking crazy.
It was.
But I ain't gonna front. Ace came through, and that nigga first was crazy. I don't know how. I hope I wasn't all up in the footage, but I was in there trying to hate a little bit. And, I had to give it up. He was talking his shit, so I asked John the first round, and nigga can't debate me. Fuck out of here. But if they got Ace winning, cool. The second round, everybody say John smashed, and he did, but I felt like Ace's second round was crazy. I felt like he really turned the fuck up. But I'm not okay. I give him this. Nah, fuck that, yo. It's arguably he won the second, but John won the second to me too, bro.
I gave John a second. I gave John a second.
That's how I feel. Like I feel like Ace was turning up, but John had just a little more, man. Like that's just how I feel.
Slightly edge Ace the first round. Slightly edge.
I'm not mad at that. His first was, like I said, that might be my bias a little bit. If niggas give him that first, I'm not gonna argue,
Okay.
The second, I gave it to John, a nice edge, and that third kind of lost steam, man. Just it is what it is. He wasn't trash. None of his rounds was trash. He put on a phenomenal performance. It's just his third, it happened to be his lightest, and he kind of took his foot off the pedal. And John, as he stayed consistent, so John edged that out. If Ace had if he had one more first round, or even if his third round was like his second, he probably would have took that. And you still could say he did, because he did phenomenal. But I edged it. I gave it to John, the first and the third.
Okay. And it's crazy because I was saying the same thing. Like after John round was done, I kind of felt like, if Ace has
let me strip my fault. Let me just say I got to argue with 3-0. If anybody try to make me seem like I'm contradicting myself with my opinions. I'm just trying to be as impartial as I can. Pardon me, bro. Go ahead.
But yeah, I was saying like by the end of John third, I'm like, okay, his third was cool, but this wasn't like the phenomenal third that I thought it might have been. I was like, yo, if Ace third is phenomenal, he can steal this round. But I felt like he had some good shit going, but then it felt like he cut it short.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like he could have snatched that. And like I said, I was up there, kind of nervous. Not that it was both a crazy performance from both. So it wasn't like, oh shit, John, what you doing? Just like, yo, John, please, nigga, stay on this nigga because he on your ass too. You know what I mean? And John made it out of there, man. Ace kind of, like you say, he took his foot off the pedal. So overall, great battle. Overall, even though I got John winning, it's definitely it's a W for Ace to be proud of because he came to our league. We was all on there throwing the horns up on our bullshit, and he held his own. And the crowd was already trash. I'm sorry, man. I love your bullpen. I love y'all. That's what it did. That crowd was trash. The mics was having issues, and he still put on a fucking phenomenal performance. So shout out to both of those fellas. It was a good battle.
Let me ask you about this because I had noticed something interesting when the host was on stage and he was talking to the crowd. There was a point where he said he was like, how many people in here not from Atlanta? And there was an awful big crowd reaction. So I'm feeling like half the crowd wasn't even from out there.
And that's why I just gave that disclaimer. That wasn't really a bullpen crowd. It wasn't. It was just this is how I put it together, right? So I think the event sold like 400 plus. I know they sold 400 plus tickets. I would say about 230-ish to 50-ish is real battle rap fans. Not even battle rap fans, but real bullpen fans who tapped into what's going on. Know every battle is going on in the card, or at least 3 out of 4, whatever. And then the rest of those, the other 200 plus, or maybe 200, was just those particular people's entourages or who they was coming through with. Because if you go, if like you think retrospectively at the event, it's like this group of people in that corner, this group of people over here, they over here. It was like a kickback, a big ass like kickback. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like people had their clicks with them, and I think that's where a lot of the ticket sales also came from. So you got to think a lot of those people they wasn't even invested in the battles to even try to react. They was walking around, like I said, eating good, smoking good, socializing, vibing, except for when John and Ace got up there, then everybody ran, to go watch that, and rightfully so, So
yeah, it seemed like the energy was definitely on 100 for that one.
Oh man, it was ridiculous. You could it was so tense in the air.
Was you expecting it to go down?
Pardon me?
Was you expecting it to go down?
100%. 100%. Up until one point, John said something like, yo, you said you wouldn't battle me or something, but you must like me now or some shit. And the Ace was like, I like you, nigga. Like, you all right. You know what I'm saying? He tapped him on the shoulder like, buddy, old pal. And I think that was a good gesture because I'm going to be real. The entourages was on bullshit on both sides. And that's all I'm going to say.
I can tell.
And for Ace to do that and John, basically the two generals of, whatever entourages it was, they led well, they led responsibly, and it was very honorable. I appreciated that aspect of the battle. So yeah, that's it. And at that moment, like I said, I knew, oh shit, we might not have to go through no bullshit tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. One last thing. Cassidy versus Hitman.
I've been delivered. Like I said, this is my last battle. I got delivered. This hip hop shit is dead, man. So Cassidy, all that lyrical shit and I rap better than this nigga. You do, Cass. You don't battle rap better than him at all. Nowhere near him. And there's other intangibles in this battle rap shit that us lyricists gotta get down and lay down, man. So Cassidy, if you ain't make them adjustments to where you not just rapping up there and trying to rap in circles around a nigga, you're gonna die. And Hitman is just not. My thing is this: Cassidy could potentially lose bad to like one of the mid-tier guys that's like full package battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? So he's going against arguably the greatest performer ever. His his charisma and all that shit. So I just feel like Hitman gonna win. Cassidy's gonna rap, hopefully very well, or if not very well, very decent. He'll have some good shit in there. He's gonna show us a little glimpses of potential to get better, and Hitman gonna, you know, just get him up out of there, and he'll learn something from that battle, like I learned with
Riggz. what you thought about the Did you watch the Face Off?
I love the Face Off, man. Oh man, I hope I don't get you on. They're gonna kill your section, man. But fuck it, Hitman was on some bullshit. Not because he started the tough shit, because he did it. But it was like little shit, like, yo, I got more money than you. No, the fuck you don't. You got more money than me. Like, it was like everything Cass said, Hitman was just too upset about. Like, before he said the tough shit, it was like you just was too tense, bro, the whole time. But Cassidy was definitely out of pocket for what he said. Insinuating niggas was there. All, you know, like, I'm not gonna judge the way Hitman reacted once that came about. You know,
yeah,
I have my own opinions and shit, but it was a situation. But at the end of the day, I just feel like all that energy wasn't needed. It's a face-off. And I actually asked that question on Twitter, like, yo, is battle rap WWE or entertainment and production on to make up your mind? Because me, I know, like, matter of fact, when Cassidy did the shit with Arsenal, they was talking reckless. It's a face-off. If I'm in the face-off and nigga say, yo, nigga, I'll shoot you in your head, nigga, point blank range with a shotgun, I'm gonna laugh at it. I'm not gonna say, what? Nigga, true, do it, prove it. We in a face-off. Now, if you say something too crazy, I'm gonna be like, after the face-off, yo, you said you good, bro? You was kind of talking crazy. We all right? You know, as honorable men, if you really want to check somebody's temperature without causing a scene and get to the root of the problem, you will do it after the face-off to really get a clear understanding. You're not gonna cause a scene. That's how I feel. But to me, whether I'm in a battle, a face-off, anything where I know what I'm doing beforehand, you can say whatever you want, brother. This is entertainment. This is what we're doing. After the battle or anything outside of a face-off or anything, and you say something crazy, then I respect any any repercussions somebody willing to give out. You know?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, when I look at Cassidy, I look at his last two opponents and they didn't take him serious. So I don't know why Hitman would, as a person who actually done put in work. You understand what I'm saying? Like, in terms of, like, you know, we know his hands work. We can look up him fighting and stuff like that. If you know somebody is harmless, it's no reason for you to take him seriously. And once he started talking like, oh, I got to make it home, I'm like, you talking this to man. Cassidy?
Is it that serious? That's how I felt, you know. And like you said, we respect Hitman work. I put on Twitter, yo, I'm happy Hitman. At the end of the day, I'm happy he ain't punched Cassidy, man. We all know he don't mean no harm. Nobody, that would hurt me, bro, to see Hitman put this nigga to sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially for nothing, like, yo, you know that man just be talking crazy. We all, come on. He say he 5,002-0. Like, you still take the shit he's saying. So, you know what I mean? I just feel like Hitman shouldn't take himself so serious. He's a fucking legend out here. And you don't want to put no smut on your name, man. You know, with that just being too extra, brother. We love you, man. And
for real,
don't beat up Cassidy.
Because I'm not worried about the battle itself, because neither one of them are people who get physical. So I know the battle, that ain't nothing happening there.
Yeah, and honestly, bro, like, I really feel like it can potentially be a good battle. You know, if Hitman is, of course, he's gonna do his thing, but if Cassidy show us something different, even if he lose, you know, it can still be something with some replay value, and that's just my expectation. That's all I want. Just give me some replay value, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm not expecting Cassidy to 3-0 or Hitman. I'm not even expecting him to, like, come on. Like, we got to start holding niggas to, okay, I just want Cassidy to maybe change his cadence up. You know, do something that's not so Cassidy. You know, and even when he battled Arsenal, he tried to do the, what was that, like a move? Or he jumped on his shoulder or something? Like, that's not you. It didn't look good. So you got to find other ways to, you know, evolve your shit. And I'm just giving him advice because that's the advice that I'm taking. You know what I'm saying? You got to change shit and evolve, but don't try to come out your body and do something that you're not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to come off right. And it's going to be inauthentic. And you really lose yourself. So, yeah, I hope Cassidy taking heed, listening to Moot and them niggas. You know what I mean? And just really come through on some shit, bro. So, we'll see.
Okay. Well, shit, give them your social media. Let them know how they can contact you.
Oh, yeah. Fliiko L, Fliikol on Twitter, Instagram. Don't look for me on Facebook. I don't fuck with y'all like that. But, nah, but anything, even on YouTube, you know, same Fliikol. Just rock with me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really talk to the fans. I love feedback. I love, you know, debating with the fans, being called out, whatever. Like, so if you see a battle and you got some feedback, please hit me. I'm not uptight. I fuck with everybody. So yeah. Just not on Facebook, because like I said, it's too personal. I'll be wild.
Facebook is a different monster, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. For real, for real.
I appreciate you having me, Mercy. You already know, bro. Hit me.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you. Take care, bro.
Peace, gang.
All right, man. Yo, all right. That was Fliiko. You know, discussed his thoughts on, you know, the whole bullpen phase situation, you know, with his Riggz battle. And I had just seen how he was on stage, and I was just like, yo, I really feel like he would have something to talk about in the interview, because like it's important that he get his shit off. You feel me? Because I'm pretty sure he felt like he wasn't getting a fair shake, you know, just in terms of the crowd, the mics, and you know how the whole situation was. So, you know, shout out to him, man. You know, me and him, we always have like little, you know, back and forth debates on Twitter. Never nothing crazy, but just, you know, about shit going on with the game, and you know how battle rap is today and all that. So, you know, he's a person that I always love just having, you know, dialogue with, because he's going to give you a logical standpoint. You understand? Like, whether you agree with him, whether you disagree, you're always going to get that from him, just an objective look, and not just being on some, yo, this is my opinion, so I don't, you know, respect anybody else shit. Like, no, he's going to give you a logical, you know, viewpoint on a lot of things. So, you know, that's why I rock with Fliiko heavy. You know what I mean? So definitely expect to see him back on in the future. Shit, I'm definitely going to holler at him about finally hitting the trap. We were supposed to make that happen years ago, but, you know, we just couldn't, because of schedules and everything. But, you know, that's really somebody who I have a lot of love and respect for in this game, as someone, you know, who's just solid, because there ain't a lot of solid individuals in this culture. So, you know, but yeah, man, that was our convo. You know, I hope y'all appreciated it. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And stay tuned, man. I'm gonna definitely be bringing more to y'all in terms of just, you know, having these live convos and, you know, things of that nature. So, you know, y'all already know what time it is, man. No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I holla at y'all soon, man. I'm out of here.